What's up guys, Daniel here, welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to use motion sensor settings in The Last of Us Part 2. With this new feature, you can play with motion sensors for aiming instead of right stick. This is a cool feature, so let's jump to it and see how to use it in The Last of Us Part 2. To use this feature, you need to go to options and then select controls. By scrolling down, you can see we have a section here which named motion sensor function. Press right button on motion sensor function aiming to enable it, and as you can see we have sensitivity for X and Y. Sensitivity X is for horizontal, which means when you're changing your aiming from right to left or left to right, and I always recommend you to use higher value for horizontal and less value for vertical, which is Y here. You can also invert Y and mirror X here, which means if you invert it, for example when you're trying to change the aiming camera to up, it will go down. When you're trying to go down, it will go up. And for horizontal it's the same. When you're trying to aim on left, it's going to right, and when you're trying to go right, it will go to X. It just invert your aiming options for motion sensor. Okay, now I'm gonna start an encounter to see how to use it in game while playing and see how it works. It might take a little while to start the game. It usually takes 30 seconds to 1 minute for me. Okay, now you can try and see how to play with it. As you can see, we need to use the right stick again for our camera when we are not aiming, because this option is only when you're aiming. It's gonna affect when you're aiming. When you're not aiming, it's not gonna affect at game. Maybe they will add something like that, like camera aiming motion sensor in game in future. I don't know about that, but for now, even when you're aiming, you can still use your right stick to change the position of your aiming. So it's not gonna like that or anything like that. You can also change the settings if you think it is slow for you. For example, I think it's better to use 15 for horizontal and 12 for vertical. You can try higher values or lower values, but the problem is that this mode don't have any dead zone. I mean, for example, in right stick, if you move it a little bit, you have some dead zone. For a little bit of movement, it's not gonna affect on your aim. But for motion sensor, I hope they add something like that to motion sensor, because even for a little bit shake of your hands, it's gonna shake the camera too much. It's gonna disturb you and you won't feel comfortable while playing like this. So if they add something like that, or maybe on PS5, I don't know how would it be on PS5 with PS4 controller. It's not great, but with PS5 controller it might be better. We should wait and see how does it work. But if they add something like dead zone for motion sensor, for a little bit of shaking, it won't affect, it would be very good. So it depends on you. You should try to see if you like to play with it, because it's not comfortable for everyone. You can feel a lot of shaking while you're holding the controller on your hand. It's not comfortable for everyone. If you did try to play with this feature, let me know in comments below and let me know what do you think about it. And if you have any question about this feature or anything else in The Last of Us Part 2, ask me in comments below. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you next time.